so much for tuning back into my channel. I am Lai-Ling and this is my kitchen. Today we're going to make a top secret recipe from my grandma. It's banana bread. I like to make it into muffins, but you're welcome to use it as a loaf. Same exact recipe, just takes a little bit longer. There's my oven preheated at 350, all set and ready to go. We're going to start with our flour mixture. I have our flour here, salt and baking soda. I'm going to use 2 cups of flour, salt, and baking soda. So I just set the flour mixture to the side. Now we're going to work on the second part of our banana bread. Here we have our mashed bananas, the brown of the butter, melted butter of course. We have brown sugar, granulated sugar, milk, actually it's buttermilk, and 2 eggs. I also have our walnuts for later and some vanilla. I'm going to start by whisking our eggs, 2 eggs, as well as the buttermilk. Next, I'm going to add the brown bananas, or the mashed bananas, whatever you want to call them. Throw in our sugars. Oh, we still got a lot more sugar in here. It's not coming out. Okay. Hopefully the brown sugar comes out a little bit better. Mix it all up. It's gonna taste the same regardless. Going to throw in our vanilla that has sugar all over it, but oh well. And then the butter last. If the butter is too hot, that's not good because it'll either start to cool and become chunky, or it can also cook your other ingredients like the eggs. So make sure it's cooled down just a little bit. So now we have all of our wet ingredients mixed together. And I'm going to grab our flour mixture and blend it all together. And I'm getting flour everywhere. Always. Sometimes it's easier to use the silicone spatula and kind of get it all in there. Get off the edges. Okay. Once your mixture is all whisked together, I'm going to fold in a 1/2 cup of walnuts. If you have extra, you're welcome to place them on top of your muffins at the end. That way you have a little presentation. You don't have to use walnuts if you prefer. If you prefer pecans, you can use pecans instead, or any kind of nut for that matter. Alright, so we're all ready to throw it into our muffin tins. Make sure the muffin tins are already greased. I love to use butter because it makes the flavor that much better. Now that our batter is complete, we're going to pour it into our muffin tin or loaf pan if you prefer that. Just make sure it's greased first. I also like to use a 1/4 cup, a generous 1/4 cup. That way all the muffins are about equal size. Okay, my grandma says, if you're worried about your nuts sticking to the bottom of the pan, you can flour them lightly first, but I never really needed to. They always turn out fine anyways. And if you don't like to have nuts in your banana nut muffins, you can just do banana muffins or banana bread or whatever you want to call it. It doesn't make a difference. Something tells me I'm putting a lot of batter in each of these. It's gonna be pretty big muffins. But that's okay. The bigger the better, they say, right? Something's wrong with me today. Okay. If you have extra nuts, like I said before, sprinkle them on top for a little bit more decoration, presentation. whatever you want to call it. You know what else I love to add, which I'm not doing this time, but it makes it super delicious, is some semi-sweet chocolate chips. But it makes it that much richer. You can always dust it later with powdered sugar too, makes it pretty. All right, now we're ready to stick them in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. Just keep an eye on them. You don't want them to get too brown. You want them to still be very moist on the inside. I'll see you in 25 minutes to taste it. Okay, bye. It's been about 18 to 20 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out because they look like they're browning already. As soon as you take them out of the oven, let them rest for just a few moments and then place them on a cooling rack. Now it's time for the best part, our taste test. I don't want to talk, I just want to savor it. The texture is perfect. They're so moist. The outside has a little bit of crisp edges from the butter. Absolutely delicious. I hope you enjoy this recipe at home, and please let me know how they turn out. Have a lot of muffins to eat. See you soon. So good. So good. You want to eat some real quick?